Ah, the, the Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. What is a novel? Novel is a long fiction. Long fiction. Now, short story is a short fiction. Novel is a long fiction. It has long plot. Plot means story. Story summary. You know it. Story summary. It has a long story summary and long story with many characters. In a novel, there are so many characters. Some characters are very, very important. Some characters are not that important. Right. Now, in the novel Prince and Pauper, let's discuss, let's identify our characters because you have to live with these characters. Okay. Now, write down the characters of the novel. The characters of the novel. First, you write down the name of the novel, then you name of the writer, and then next write down the characters of the novel, the characters of the novel, and after that we'll discuss all characters that we meet in this novel. Right? Okay. First, write down. There are two families in this novel. Three families. The royal family, the beggar family, and the Hendon family. You have to know these three families. First, we'll write down, we'll identify people of the royal family. Royal family. Historical characters. They are historical characters. They lived, truly they lived. මේගොල්ලෝ ඇත්තටම ජීවත් වුණා කියන සාක්ෂි තියෙනවා. Historical characters. Right? True characters. They are not fictional characters. The royal family. The royal palace of England. Even today that palace is there. The present king is King Charles. And Charles Kumara තමයි අද රජතුමා. Right. Now, according to the time of this novel, the king is Henry. Henry. His title, his position is the King of England. Henry. We find Henry. Henry. In the YouTube, there is the film. Please watch it. Film based on this novel. Please watch it in the YouTube. Right? Then Edward Tudor. The royal family characters. The royal family characters. Henry, the King of England. Quickly write it down. Edward Tudor, Henry's son. The Prince of Wales. Edward is Henry's son. He is the Prince of Wales. Wales Kumara. Elizabeth. Henry's daughter. Henry's daughter. Edward's, Henry's second daughter. Henry's second daughter. Right? Edward's sister. Mary. Henry's first daughter. She is also the sister of Edward and Elizabeth. You have to know these relationships. Who they are, whom they are related to, in order to enjoy this novel. right? Mary. They are female characters. Jane Grey, Edward's cousin sister. They are all princesses. Edward's cousin sister, Jane Grey. Hartford. Hartford. Edward's uncle. Edward's uncle. Henry's brother-in-law. Henry Masina. Henry's brother-in-law. St. John, a royal officer. The whipping boy, Edward's servant boy. The whipping boy, Edward's servant boy, or schoolmate. Schoolmate, right, or classmate. The whipping boy, it's a royal position, right? These are some prominent characters of the royal family. You need to know, it's quite enough. Some important, prominent, significant, or major characters. We call them major characters, main characters of the royal family, right? Henry, you must remember them by their name. Henry, Edward, Elizabeth, Mary, Jane Grey, Hartford, St. John, the whipping boy. Okay. There are many other royal officers. Don't worry about them. Many other royal officers, right? According to the plot. Then the beggar family. The beggar family. We are going to the beggar family. Write them down. It means Tom's family. Or we can say the Canties. Canty family. Right? Tom's family. The Popper family. Anything you bet like. John Canty. John Canty. A thief. John Canty, a thief, right? Second character, Mrs. Canty, a beggar. John Canty is Tom's father. Mrs. Canty is also Tom's father, right? Tom's father. Our main character is Tom, right? They are beggars and thieves. Tom Canty, the son of John Canty and Mrs. Canty, right? Beth and Nan, two daughters of the Cantys. Two daughters of the Cantys. Two daughters of the Cantys. Right? Two daughters of the Cantys. Or Canty family. Or Tom's sisters. They are Tom's sisters. Beth and Nan. Okay. Then there is another character in beggar family. Grandam. Grandam. John Canty's mother. Tom's grandmother. Beth and Nan's grandmother. Right? Now, that is the family of Popper, who are the main characters, major characters John Canty, Mrs. Canty, Tom Canty, Beth and Nan, Grandam. That's all. Right. You meet them very often. Then we'll go to Hendon's family. I told you there are 3 families. This is a subplot. Right? Subplot. Subplot means a small story within a big story. ලොකු කතාව ඇතුළේ තියෙන පුංචි කතාව. That is the subplot. The small story within a big plot. Hendon's family story is a subplot. Sir Richard. Sir Richard Hendon. Sir Richard Hendon. A nobleman. Nobleman. Miles Hendon. A soldier. Sir Richard's second son. This Miles Hendon character is very, very important. Very important character. Remember that name, Miles Hendon. A soldier, Richard's second son. Arthur Hendon, Richard's eldest son. Hugh Hendon, Richard's youngest son. Then you know Miles, Arthur, Hugh, they are brothers. Miles Hendon, Arthur Hendon, Hugh Hendon, they are brothers. Remember. Sir Richard has 3 sons. Edith. Edith is a young, rich, noble woman or girl. She lives with the Hendons. Edith is Miles Hendon's lover. Miles Hendon is going to marry Edith. There is a secret love affair between them, but nobody knows. It is a secret affair. Edith. Okay. They are the members of, main characters of Hendon's family. Who are them? Sir Richard, only nominal. They are nominal characters, not very prominent. Miles Hendon is the only prominent character, as well as Hugh Hendon. We meet these 2 characters personally. Arthur is also nominal character. Nominal means namika, only for name. Edith is a living character. She lives in the story. Right. Other characters. Some other characters, they are also important. They are also important to the story. Father Andrew, Tom's teacher, a retired priest. A retired priest, Father Andrew. Hugo, a young thief. A young thief. A friend of John Canty. A friend of John Canty. Because John Canty is also a thief. They are in the same group. Same group. The Ruffler. The Ruffler. The leader of the thieves. Captain. The leader of the thieves. The hermit. Hermit. A priest living in the forest. A priest living in the forest. Henry's enemy. Henry, you know Henry now? King. He is Henry's enemy. Rival character. Henry's enemy. Right. Father Andrew, Hugo, the Ruffler, the Hermit. There are some other important characters. Right. Okay. Then let's go to the special places in this novel. You better know them to understand the novel. The places in the novel. Common places. Royal court. Royal court means the palace. The palace. The tower. It also means the palace. Right? Guildhall. What is Guildhall? The palace where the royal family go for dinner. The place, not palace. Guildhall. Offal court. Royal court, offal court. Then what is offal court? A housing complex where many poor people live. Tom's place of living. In other words, Tom's place of living, offal court. Offal court is one big house. In that one big house, there is a small room, small house for Tom's family. Okay. The Thames, the river flowing by the palace and through London. Through London. අදටත් තියෙනවා Thames ගඟ. The river flowing by the palace and through London. Hendon Hall, Sir Richard's house. Hendon Hall, Sir Richard's house. Hendon family lives there. The bridge. The famous London Bridge. Famous London Bridge. Search the internet and see the picture. Famous London Bridge. Across the Thames. Across the Thames. Right, the bridge. There are some important places in this novel. Right. Now, I think you are familiar with the characters. Okay. Please remember them by their names and how to write their names in correct spellings. If you make any mistakes in spellings, your marks are reduced. Right. Our next discussion is The plot summary. Write down next week's topic. The plot summary. The plot summary. Right. The plot summary.